Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. In October, I was invited to London's Comic Con, which was really excited because I've never been to Comic Con before. And I was invited because Eugenius was doing a presentation, so a panel and a performance, and they wanted to invite me along to see what was going on, which was really cool. I saw Eugenius when they did their concert workshop back in the Palladium in 2016. There's a vlog of that on my channel if you want to go and check it out. It was a really fun night. Since then, I've been really excited to see where the show is going, and it's actually going into one of my favourite venues, the Other Palace, literally in the new year. So I was really thrilled to be invited along to see what was going on, and I'm really excited for the future of this show. I didn't get the chance to vlog so much like talking on the day because I was in a mad rush, but I did obviously film quite a few bits of the panel and the performance, and I wanted to put them in a video, but obviously needed to explain to you what was going on. Here's some of that footage of the day, and if you have no idea what this show is about, I hope it gives you a little idea of what it's going to be about, and hopefully it will encourage you to go and see it.
Mr. Warwick Davis! Hello. Thank you very much for this lovely welcome here at MCM Comic Con in London. You all having a good time? Of course you are. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you may have heard me banging on about this at the last Comic Con. I'm wearing the t-shirt. We've probably got the logo on screen now. I'm producing a brand new musical called Eugenius, it's a project that was introduced to me a few years ago now, when the writers asked me to play one of the characters in the show and perform a couple of songs, which I did, and enjoyed it very much, and just fell in love with the project. I think it's brilliant. I think it's something you're all gonna love as well. So to tell you much more about it, I'm not the best person for that. I'm going to introduce to you the brilliant creatives, the writers behind Eugenius, Mr. Ben Adams and Chris Wilkins. Please welcome them. Here they are.
How you doing, everybody?
Right, join me here, gentlemen. Welcome to MCM Comic Con. So, guys, first of all, I'd like you to tell these good people kind of about the genesis of Eugenius. How did you come up with this brilliant show? And then tell us a little bit about it.
Well, you want to talk about how we got started, the initial conversation we had, where it was, and how we wrote the first song, and then we'll go from there.
So it started in a pub in Clapham, and we had a fair few beers, and we'd always, shandies, yeah, always discussed that we wanted to write a musical together. I've been writing and producing for a lot of sort of pop music for many years, and Chris had done a lot of writing yourself with scripts and stuff, so we thought the best time to do it was when we were drunk. And that's how this crazy idea came about, and we imagined up a superhero called Tough Man, and it kind of stemmed from there, really. We wrote a couple of songs and felt that they were rather good, so we took it to a good friend of ours who was a producer, and he thought they were rather good, and then we carried on from there.
So the first song you wrote was Tough Man. You wrote that night, yeah?
Yeah, we started at 11 o'clock at night, and Ben said, "What's it about?" And I said, "I really like Flash Gordon, so if it can have a feel a little bit like Flash Gordon, and I really like He-Man, so if we can combine the two and write an 80s style song, that would be a good basis for us." And as we started the song, I said, well, let's call the superhero Tough Man, and we created this character, and then we invented the villain, which is evil Lord Hector, and literally, this is no lie, that night I said, wouldn't it be good if Warwick was to come in and record that, and that's really where it got started. And it's so, that song that we wrote at 11 o'clock at night after a very heavy night of drinking is the opening of the show still to this day, 4 years later, so dreams do come true.
Fantastic. Now, if you could, in a few sentences, summarise the show, because I have a lot of trouble doing that. When people say to me, what's Eugenius about? It's quite hard to kind of summarise in a kind of soundbite, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's set in the 80s in America, and it's about a guy called Eugene, who every night has these dreams and visions of like a distant world and galaxies of superheroes and villains fighting each other. And when he wakes up in the morning, he draws them into comic books, and his friends think they're great and want him to become a comic book artist. And just by chance, as these things always are, an American movie company called Max Pictures are looking for a new writer to create a superhero movie in the 80s with a German action star and all of those sort of things that were going on at the time. And he gets asked to enter a competition, wins the competition, and his his comic book gets turned into the superhero movie called Tough Man. Just so happens though that the superheroes that he dreams may not just be visions for a comic book, they may actually exist and may come down to the film set to cause havoc, and it may need Eugene to step up and become a superhero himself.
Fantastic, you did very well there. Anyone that thought you wrote the show?
Yes.
Brilliant. Now you mentioned there some of Eugene's friends. The first of whom we're going to meet in just a couple of minutes, but I'm sure these people are excited to learn where can we see this show, because it's gone from, you know, you guys in a pub writing some great songs, developing the show, through to a very special concert performance that we did of Eugenius last year at the London Palladium. We sold out there, and I was thrilled to be involved with that. But now we're at the next stage where we've actually got a run planned, booked for London. Let's announce where that is right now.
Yeah, so actually it's the theatre that I always wanted to put it in, so we feel very lucky, but it's a place called the Other Palace, which is in Victoria, where Wicked and Hamilton are also on, and it's an amazing theatre. And I've just met for the first time the set designer, costume designer, and she was telling me about her plans for the show, and I'm so excited, it's ridiculous. So do you know what the dates are?
The dates, it opens 22nd January. It's for a limited run only, so get in there. If you want to see the show, you should get in there now. Be one of the first to see it. It would be quite a treat.
We should also say that the theatre is run by Andrew Lloyd Webber, who's been quite successful, so we wouldn't mind following in his footsteps.
Fantastic. Now we talked about comic there as well. The show is obviously about Eugene, who writes a comic, and we've had to produce artwork because we wanted to kind of see, you know, what would Tough Man look like, what would Super Hot Lady look like, and a brilliant comic book artist called Simon Williams has been doing us some comic concepts, and in the comic we're going to give away to you good people today. He's done some illustrations. There's the cover of it right there. So that's Tough Man on there, isn't it, Chris? Along with Super Hot Lady and a Hector that looks an awful lot like me.
It does. It's a pretty good model of you as Evil Lord Hector. So, yeah, Simon Williams created that, and that's actually the story that's in the comic book, which will be carried on as we move towards the show, is the story of the opening song that we created in that pub. So we've kind of fleshed it out into a comic book. And Simon's worked with Marvel, he's worked on Incredible Hulk, he's worked on Spider-Man. I don't know if we've got any Death Head fans here. Yep, a couple. He worked on that, he's done his version of that as well. So he's an amazing comic book artist, and we're very lucky to have him working with us on the show.
Fantastic. And yes, it's been brilliant actually talking to Simon and hearing how he interprets the idea and seeing what he produces from that opening song. It's fantastic. Right, so now it's time to introduce our next guest. I'm really excited. He's just been cast in the show. He was brilliant when we performed the show at the London Palladium last year. Please give it up for Dan Buckley. Welcome, Dan. You can take a seat here for a second. So Dan is playing Ferris in the show. So who is Ferris exactly?
Okay, so Ferris is Eugene, who's the sort of lead character. It's one of his best friends. Him and Janie are his two best friends. The three of them are sort of like three musketeers, and he's an overconfident, fantastically wild, untamed geek, and wonderful to play. Yes.
So you could be very well somebody in this crowd today.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I could walk around today and I'm like, yeah, there he is, there he is, there he is, there he is.
Now I understand you are a fan of comic books. I mean,
I'm a fan of the whole comic book world.
Yeah.
Marvel, particularly the Marvel movies. I'm always very excited about the new releases and that whole world I get involved in. Yeah, so I am. Yeah, I love it, and I've been lucky to play countless characters who are massive sci-fi lovers. In Loserville, in Book of Mormon, in the workshop, in the Fanatical, they're all the same. The characters, and then now Ferris is like it's a running theme, and I'm quite happy to just own it and just keep playing those kind of roles.
Now you mentioned Book of Mormon there.
Yeah.
Brilliant show.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy doing that?
I loved it, of course. Yeah, it was in the original London cast. I was a standby for Elder Cunningham, who's one of the principal roles, and yeah, again, he's got a wild imagination, and he was wonderful to play. It was an amazing year of my life, yeah.
So your love for kind of comic books and this enthusiasm you have, that helps you to inform the character of Ferris that you're playing, yeah?
100%, yeah. I was lucky that I've been cast in roles that have forced me to do research, and I've had to watch loads of things and get involved in Star Wars and Star Trek and Marvel, the Marvel world and everything, just so that I can be as absorbed as I can. And yeah, so when Ferris came around, I was like, I can do that. I was like, I can do that, yeah.
Now, we talked about rap in the segment before we introduced Eugenius that I had to do in Leprechaun. Now, you have a rap that you do in the show. Now, I don't know how you get your head around the lyric. It's vastly complicated.
Do you know what's so interesting is that when you learn something like a rap, you never forget it. You know, I think recently I think I was on holiday and I said to my wife, I wonder whether I can remember it. And as soon as I got the first couple of lyrics, you could just roll with it. And so yeah, once you learn it, it stays there. Yeah, it's
a brain muscle memory.
Yeah.
I'm going to test you now. I'm not going to ask you to sing it.
No.
But I want you to give me one of your favourite line from the song.
Okay. Yeah, 100%. I want a car that talks just like Knight Rider. My Cabbage Patch doll made love inside her.
I thought you might do that one.
Because it's so gross.
It's bizarre. And that song in particular, it's just rammed with 80s popular culture references.
Completely, yeah, 100%. I mean, we did it in the Palladium, right? I remember in rehearsals, it was kind of hard to sort of choreography and getting around it, and it got a nice atmosphere in the rehearsal room. But when it came to the Palladium, it was just wild. It was mental. I couldn't believe it. The audience just went crazy, and I was just stood there like, this character is a dream. So thank you very much.
I mean, you were so good at the Palladium, I must say. You blew me away, and I knew we just had to get you back for what we're doing a full run of the show.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, I've been clutching onto this project since we did it. I mean, I got the audition through, and it was just a workshop, which, as an actor, if you do workshops, they're usually behind closed doors, are very private. A very select audience can come and see the presentation. And then I did my audition. I was like, yeah, this character seems cool. Then I got my recall, and I went in and I met these guys again, and I was like, yeah, I think I'd love to play this role. We did some of the scenes, and I was like, yeah. And then when I got home that night, I saw the press release, and Warwick was involved, Ben, Chris, everyone. They casted it, and I was like, okay, I have to get this job. I just have to. And it was going to be at the Palladium, and I just thought this is going to be incredible. And then I was lucky to be cast. And so since then, I've kind of been like, yeah. Ben asked if I would do the concept album, and I said, 100%. I have to be involved. And then ever since then, I've been like, any news? Any news? Any news? Any news? And he's like, yes, we're trying to find a home for it. And so now it's really
now we have it, it's really happening.
Yeah, it is, and I'm very excited. The Other Palace is a place I love as well. I've done a few things there, one night engagement, a couple of night engagements, and I love it. It's a really nice atmosphere. Now that Andrew Webber's taken over it as well, it's like taking it to a whole new level.
Well, we're delighted to have you. Let's hear it for Dan Buckley, everyone. Thanks so much, Dan. Cool. Right, so for our next treat, I'm going to introduce somebody who's been mentioned actually so far, but now we're going to meet her. It is our wonderful designer, Hannah Wolf. Hello, welcome Hannah to MCM Comic Con London and our Eugenius launch. Great to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Now I understand you are also kind of a fan of popular culture, comics, all that stuff.
I am, especially, and this is a total treat to be able to work on this show because I'm a massive fan of those kind of classic 80s sci-fi and adventure films. So.
And you weren't even born in the 80s, were you?
I was, 1984.
1984.
Yeah.
Okay, so you your younger years.
Tail end of the 80s.
Fantastic,
yeah.
Fantastic. And so it's kind of a dream for you to work on a show like this then?
I've been dying to do an 80s show for a really long time, so.
Excellent. Now, how do you start? I mean, obviously, you as a designer, you're in charge of. Explain to everyone exactly what you're in charge of doing for Eugenius.
So I'm designing the set and the costume for the show. I get together with, we've got two amazing directors, Michael Gibson, who's in Hamilton at the moment, and an amazing director called Ian Talbot, who has years and years and years of experience. So we're really lucky to have both of them to work with. The three of us have been getting together over the last couple of months, having lots of meetings, looking at lots of references, loads of 80s imagery, watching a lot of 80s films, and just kind of trying to pull together lots of references to create this world that Chris and Ben have
That's come out of their tiny minds.
Yeah, exactly.
Indeed.
Exactly.
I mean, it sounds very challenging, but obviously something that you enjoy doing immensely.
Yeah, I mean, this is, sometimes a show comes along and you read the script and you listen to the music, and coming up with the design for that is really easy.
Yes.
Yeah, because there's just so much material to work with.
There is indeed. And, if people want to have a little taster of some of the songs, they're actually out there on all of the streaming platforms, iTunes, Spotify, what have you. Details again are on the back of this special edition comic that we're going to give you as you leave here. But do check out the songs, because honestly, I mean, they're absolutely fantastic. And you know what Hannah was saying there, you know, she was inspired by hearing them, and they're very visual, aren't they? The songs, when you hear them, you can kind of picture what's going on and that sort of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. The material is really, really rich. You can immediately start seeing what the characters are like, what the world is like. Yeah.
Fabulous. Now, one of the first characters you designed is Tough Man.
It is indeed.
Okay,
yeah.
now just describe Tough Man as you see him. Before, ladies and gentlemen, we meet our very second cast member, who is Tough Man.
So, well, I spoke to Chris and Ben early on, and the references that they gave me to look at were He-Man and Flash Gordon. So I started, I mean, I remember He-Man from being a kid, and I remember watching the Flash Gordon films. And we wanted to get a little bit of that slightly 80s campness into his costume, so like really heavily influenced by Flash Gordon, actually. Yeah, so I mean, he's this like kind of all-American hero. He's clean cut, but with a slight edge of 80s campness.
Okay, well, you painted a picture in our minds. Let's now meet Tough Man in person. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Sean Dalton as Tough Man. There we go. Sean, fantastic. Welcome.
Thank you.
Lovely to see you. You're looking splendid.
Looking spandex.
So Sean, you also, I mean, conveniently, you also love this world of comic books, superheroes, all that stuff.
I do, yes. I remember it very well. I grew up in the 80s, so yeah, I'm a big He-Man fan, superhero fan. I remember having Superman curtains and quilt covers and things like that. So yeah, living the 80s dream.
I had a Star Wars quilt cover and curtains, for obvious reasons. So what can we do about it? I mean, I think these good people need to have a taste of what's in store for them if they come and see the show.
Does anybody sing?
You're going to have to join in with this. You see, you can stay at the mic, because you're going to be very important.
Okay, so basically, I'm going to just teach you a little bit of this song, which I'm going to sing for you, or try and sing for you with no sound check. And hopefully, you guys will sing along. Are you guys ready to sing?
Yes!
Come on, you can do better than that. Are you ready to sing?
So Ben, are we doing a rehearsal first?
This is a rehearsal first. I'm basically going to teach you, it's very easy.
You let us know when you want the playback, all right?
I will, yeah, I will. So it basically goes, just listen to the crowd, I hear them say, go Eugenius, go Eugene. And the bit you got to join in with is, go Eugenius, go Eugene. You reckon you can do that?
It's not that hard, is it?
It's pretty easy, here we go, let's try it. Just listen to the crowd, I hear them say, go Eugenius, go Eugene. Ain't it funny how life turns out, hey? Go Eugenius, go Eugene. I'm going to introduce you to a very good friend of mine who is my co-star in Flashdance. She's going to come and help me sing this song. Bless her, she didn't hear this song before last night when we were driving back from Blackpool. So she's kind of learnt it. But she is the current reigning champion of Strictly Come Dancing, and her name is Joanne Clifton. Give a big round of applause.
This is Hey Joe.
How you doing? Good. Now, should we get you a microphone? Here you go. So, do you remember it, yeah? Listen to the crowd, I hear them say, go Eugenius, go Eugene. Ain't it funny how life turns out, hey? Go Eugenius, go Eugene. It's very good. Let's try it with the track. It's gonna go really wrong, but it's gonna be fine. Let's all stand up, come on. Yeah. There it is. Here we go. Just an average Joe, living a relatively normal existence. He stayed home, switching on when he stayed home. And all his dreams were so big, they seemed impossible. Still he would strive on. Yes, he would strive on. But everybody in that city would succeed. No one ever believed he'd be famous one day. No, he'd have his own tasty, AIDS-inspired stage. Yeah, but oh, that's changed. Here comes the chorus. For now, this is where you sing. Join in. Even the most unbecoming of people can change the world. Can change the world. Don't let nobody tell you different. Yeah, there's a tough man living inside us all. Inside us all. Just listen to the crowd. I hear them say, go Eugenius, go Eugene. It's funny how life turns out, hey. Go Eugenius, go Eugene. There's a spark that can't be fired. Don't shoot for the sky, shoot higher. Anything can happen that way. Let's get you open up as well. Hands in the air, here we go. Anything can happen. Last time, here we go. Go Eugenius. Go Eugenius. Go Eugene. Thank you.
Before we go, guys, let's just remind you, Eugenius is at the Other Palace from the 22nd of January 2018, starring these good people on the stage. We'd love to see you there. Thank you very much. Go Eugenius!
So that's what happened at Comic Con. I had a really fun day and I just wanted to thank the team at Eugenius for inviting me along. As I said, I'm super excited to see this show in the new year. Eugenius will be playing at the Other Palace from the 22nd of January to the 3rd of March. Tickets will be starting from £10 during their previews and £15 during the main run. So super cheap and affordable. You'd be stupid to miss it. If you happen to be at the concert workshop at the Palladium, I would love to know what your thoughts are on the show already, or if you've already booked tickets, I'd love to know. Do let me know in the comments. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more of me in the future. I hope you're all doing really well and I will see you very soon. Bye!